This is Bob Squillace congratulating you on your graduation from GLS. Never stop learning, never stop giving.
To all the GLS seniors in the class of 2020, I want to extend my sincere congratulations. You've done it. You've graduated despite adversities and uncertainties. May you all have bright futures.
Many congratulations, GLS class of 2020. I was just blown away by how you rose to the challenge of the last few weeks, and I'm extremely proud of you.
To the GLS graduating class of 2020, it's an honor to raise a glass to you. You should be so proud of all that you've accomplished. I cannot wait to hear about all of the incredible adventures that are coming your way. Cheers, congratulations.
Congratulations to every member of NYU's class of 2020. And remember, you're not a drop in the ocean. You are the ocean in a drop.
Congratulations, everyone.
Hello, GLS. It was approximately 1 year ago today that we had our farewell dinner in the same room at the House of Roosevelt at the Bund. And now I'm happy to be here to congratulate you on your graduation. Very well done on your studies, and I wish you all the success going forward.
The Office of Student Life at NYU Florence congratulates you on your graduation. We wish you much success and hope you'll visit us as alumni in the future.
Congrats! In bocca al lupo, Purple Pride forever.
Hi everyone. Always believe in yourselves. Keep developing those talents that make you such special individuals. And my sincere congratulations for today and for all of your tomorrows.
Congratulations on your graduation, everybody. Well done.
Good job, guys. Congratulations.
Parabéns para todo mundo. Boa sorte.
Mabruk.
This is a shout out from NYU Florence to the GLS seniors. Ashley, Anna, Tommaso, Natalia, Mia, Madison, Alexandria, Sandra, Olivia, Sydney, Ace, Allison, Sasha and Betty. Mwah! Tanti auguri, tanti complimenti. Potete farcela, vai con forza e coraggio.
Nia, Riley, Kirsten,
Krista, Isaiah, and Amanda.
All of us at NYU Tel Aviv are delighted to congratulate you on your graduation.
Congratulations!
Mazal tov.
Mabruk!
To the class of 2020, congratulations. You did it. You've reached this incredible milestone in your life, and we are so incredibly proud of you and all of your amazing accomplishments. Please stay in touch with us and with each other, and let us know how you're doing, and let us celebrate in all of your future endeavors.
To the class of 2020.
Congratulations!
Hi everyone, my name is Catherine Sam and I'm here to toast to the GLS class of 2020. So I wrote the first draft of this speech almost 3 months ago at this point, and it's safe to say that the world looked pretty different than it does right now. While the me of 3 months ago was entirely unaware of just how different our lives would become in such a short amount of time, I do think I was onto something, so let me catch you up. At that time, I was sitting in my, I guess you could call it quaint, college dorm room overlooking Washington Square Park, most likely procrastinating on a thesis draft, but thinking about how within a year I knew that my life would look entirely different. I didn't know what city I would be in, let alone what state. I didn't know who I would be living with, what I'd even be doing, how I would feel about it all. Quite honestly, I was pretty skeptical that I would even finish my senior thesis. At that time, though, I was sure of one thing. I knew that come May 20th, I had a big, daunting, overwhelming goodbye coming my way and a whole slew of unwanted questions when it came to my next chapter. In fact, I really agonized over the unknown, and I resented any and all questions about my future, to the point that whenever somebody did ask me about the fall of 2020, I pretty much answered with a jumble of rambling words. So in that moment, all those weeks ago, I chose to write about the one constant in my life, uncertainty, and mainly the ways in which our expectations rarely meet the reality, which, knowing what we know now, really couldn't have been more on the nose. Because little did I know how much more uncertain, how different, really, our reality would become in such a short amount of time. And while these times may be, and I hate to use this word because I think we've all heard it enough, but unprecedented, we are no stranger to uncertainty. In fact, I am reminded of a similar uncertainty that I felt during my senior year of high school. Perhaps, lower stakes than where we are right now, but bear with me. When I got into NYU, I was definitely excited. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't like, oh, let me go grab the hordes of sweatshirts and t-shirts and pennants that I've been amassing for my entire life, but it was definitely a big deal. I opened my acceptance letter alone in my car down the street from my high school, and I did squeal a little bit because it meant that not only was I going to college, but I also had the opportunity to live the idealized New York City life that 18 years of film and television had promised me. It really meant that from here on out, my life had three possibilities. I would be A, living in a Greenwich Village apartment with 5 of my best friends, cruising through life, seemingly never working a stable job, but also spending endless funds at the coffee shop downstairs. B, commuting to work strictly in fashion montages, in designer clothing, while also jet-setting to Paris Fashion Week with my icy but well-intentioned boss, played by Meryl Streep. Or C, managing a friendly staff of misfits, writing for a late-night sketch comedy show with Alec Baldwin serving as my mentor. You may not have caught on, but those were references to NYC classics Friends, The Devil Wears Prada, and 30 Rock. You might already know this, but I'm mostly just saying it to make sure my parents can follow along. But back to NYU, I will be honest, I needed a serious reality check, because here's what happened. I got to college, and it was hard. I spent a lot of time reading and writing, and professors expected us to talk in class, which I guess I could have seen coming, but that was challenging. I committed to studying abroad, and then I changed my mind. I settled on a GLS concentration, and then I petitioned to switch. Then I was going to go to law school, and then I instead decided to be a social worker, but that didn't work out either. I changed classes every single semester of college. I moved 7 times, and I know, what you're thinking. How on earth did I get it together enough to write a thesis and graduate? And the answer is I really don't know. But I'm saying all this because as much as I thought I did, I really, really didn't know what I was getting myself into. And that's really how I'm trying to see this next step too. So, at the risk of sounding gratuitous, I'll say it again. Our expectations of our futures, our opportunities, our lives, whatever, they rarely match the reality. And I say this neither to be negative nor optimistic. It's just the truth. So, I'm trying to lean into that discomfort. It's hard, but I'm trying. And the nerves are good. They mean that we care. Now, I know that the world may feel very bleak at this moment. It's easy to feel defeated. I feel that way sometimes too, but I was offered a new perspective a couple weeks ago that's helped change my tune a little bit, so I'm hoping it'll help all of you as well. At NYU's Black graduation, the keynote speaker, his name was Darnell Moore, he told us that it is no coincidence that we, the class of 2020, are graduating when we are. For a reason we may not know just yet, we are meant to be here, embarking on this new journey at this specific moment in history. So I hope we can take some comfort in that certainty. It's a big challenge. Entering the world when we are, it's scary, but I really believe that we, of all people, are suited for it. And I say this because when I think about all of you, I realize that we are a group of bright, bold, intelligent, compassionate people I truly loved learning alongside for 4 years. At the very least, we successfully made it through reading Descartes during our first year, so that should give you some peace of mind. In all seriousness, though, I ask you to take some time to celebrate and to raise a glass and to toast to us. We are meant to be here, and we are up for the challenge. So happy graduation, class of 2020. You will always be in my heart, and I commend you for the unexpected, uncertain, and unprecedented journey that you've taken me on.